Alright, sorry I had to make this into another part, but, Resistance was the first game that they, did. Basically, it looked amazing. It looked, really, really stunning. Graphically, it was... Just plug in my computer. Graphically, it looked great, of course, and it looked like there was another big boss fight going on. You know, it takes place in Chicago, my hometown. So basically, it looked great. Then they kind of shifted a little bit towards the casual by showing a little bit of Little Big Plan. They actually showed their sales figures using the game, and that game looks fun as hell. This is coming from a 15-year-old, but that game, it just looks so it gets you in, you know. It's something that, you know, I just don't see, I don't want to put down, you know, but it just surprises me, you know. But let's see, what else happened at Sony? God, I can't remember quite too much what happened at Sony, because there wasn't really a whole, like, big knockout. Yeah, they were gonna continue, you know, having more exclusivity, and they announced that they're gonna get the Greatest Hits collection, which is gonna start out with, like, it seems like it are all titles from, like, last gen, except for maybe, like, MotorStorm, you know. But it's about time, because MotorStorm's, like, their best game, you know. Seriously, MotorStorm is, like, the best game selling, you know, but that's probably mainly because the PS3 sold with MotorStorm, so that would make sense. But was there really not? It was really slow in the middle, you know. I didn't really watch all of it, mainly because I had wanted to go outside. Yes, I wanted to go outside. Why? I don't know. Maybe to see some air, you know. But it was probably one of the more slower Sony conferences until the very end, you know. And basically, overall, it was a solid one. But compared to Xbox, they really kind of played it really safe, you know, in my opinion. Though they did show a new trailer for God of War 3, which looks like, I don't know if that was obviously, like, rendered, but if that's what the end game's gonna look like, sign me up. That looks flat out amazing. And then they showed another Infamous trailer, but overall, seriously, they really kind of played it a little more safe. They showed there was not a whole lot to the PSP, in my opinion, you know, shown. They kind of, you know, focused more on, the 3, as I like to call it. But, basically, compared to Xbox, it wasn't that good, but probably better than Nintendo, so I would say B-, probably. I say Nintendo had the best one, for the hardcore but maybe more towards the casual. That's why it's a C+. You know, it wasn't like the worst conference ever, but it was just really, really kind of let down a little bit. Alright, so let me see. With my remaining time here, let me try and talk about some of the bigger games that they saw on the show floor. Let's see. First off, with one of many people who are freaking out if they own a Wii, Mega Man 9. I saw the demo off actually the Angry Video Game Nerds E3 review video. Plagiarizing. But it looked good. It looked like classic 8-bit, you know, Mega Man. It looks like you popped in like into an NES cartridge, you know, and have the power while wearing the Power Glove and, like, you know, on the foot pad and everything. And that made no sense because I'm not from the 80s. Yeah. But overall it looked like classic Mega Man. And if you're a person who's been living in the whole slew of crappy after crappy after crappy Mega Man titles, this is a good sign. I mean, not all of them were bad, but still, it's about time that we get a classic Mega Man. Let's see, what else? What was the next one? Oh, Street Fighter 4. The game looks stunning. Even though it's on video, I didn't see it in person again because I'm not big in the gaming industry. But it looked stunning. I mean, it was like basically they said the story takes place between Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3. And all the sequels and prequels and all the other stuff, like Alpha and everything, confusing. But the graphics are stunning. It's like 2D style. It's like 2D action, but with 3D elements, which are kind of, if you're classic, you're like, eh. But if you're willing to accept something, like okay. But it was pretty good. Let's see, what else? Oh, Marvel vs. DC. You probably saw that back on the TV if my TV wasn't so damn bright. Basically, that looks good. They announced that the Mortal Kombat characters will have fatalities, and I'm happy about that. Cause who wants to play a Mortal Kombat game with no fatalities? I mean, that's like asking someone, do you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without the peanut butter? What else? New Madden, the Madden games, Skate. God, I'm trying to think, oh, for all those people who subscribed to me call-wise, they actually did a segment with the tag team champions, Miz and Morrison, to explain about the new features in SmackDown vs. Raw, which it was probably better than it was probably like an interesting thing to see them like in character, outside of the WWE. It seemed like, it just doesn't seem right. I don't know if they act like that, but I doubt it, because they obviously wouldn't act like that. But still, it just seems weird that they're out of the WWE and they just get into like this whole thing, and they're fighting for the tag team championships actually tomorrow. At the Great American Bash. Only available on pay-per-view. Yeah, but seriously, overall, was this the best E3? No. Definitely no. There have been betters. Was this the worst E3? Probably not. Will we see better E3s? Yes. Will we see worse E3s? Yes. But, you gotta kind of think, mainly because, one, they just released a console, so they had to focus more on software this year. Two, again, it's not able to see for the public, so a lot of the games that sometimes people want to see get kind of overcasted, because Microsoft actually pulled the plug on Halo, because Bungie actually broke away with Halo like last year, and they're going to show their new product for Halo. Like, oh no, I don't have none of this, zip, and like that. But overall, this was probably one of the better E3s in recent memory for software wise. I mean, but it was great. Thank you for watching this. This is CAW all the time here, Mike. Hopefully I'll do a call news, probably most likely Monday, once after war, because I think I'll have enough stuff to talk about, basically. So, leave your comments, post them on the bottom. Thanks everyone. I probably am a bit over time, but peace. Go kick some ass. Yeah!